I am Yvonne. I'm principal at Kafur Law Firm. We're located in Dallas, Texas. I am a mediator, a family law and personal injury attorney. As an attorney for many years, 14 years, I have represented clients in cases that last many, many years, costing many thousands of dollars. And as a mediator, I have witnessed parties set aside their hurts and their differences to resolve their issues. Now, this channel cannot and does not contain legal advice. The legal information is provided just for informational and educational purposes. Before taking any advice based on the information you receive on this channel, consult with a licensed attorney or professional. Now, we do not provide any legal advice. The reliance or the use of any information on our channel is solely at your own risk. Now, on this channel, I will educate you about the legal process in family and civil cases. I will empower you to resolve your own issues. We will discuss alternatives to litigation like mediation. I will give you many tips on how to resolve your disputes, and I will help you understand the role of your attorney. My goal is to help you save that time and money, to help you minimize conflict, stress, and anxiety while going through one of the most difficult times in your life. So the question is, why mediation? On today's video, we will talk about mediation and the role of mediation in the legal process. Now, I noticed that people work so hard for many years to save for their children's college education or even retirement. And then what happens is they end up spending it all on legal fees. Legal fees for custody battles, for civil cases, for divorces. Now, the truth is there are cases where people don't have a choice. There are cases where they don't have a choice. In some cases, the fees have to be spent. But in a lot of cases, the parties can really sit down and settle their issues and avoid the long, drawn-out, expensive battle. Before we answer the question why, let's find out what mediation is. Mediation is an alternative to litigation. In mediation, a neutral and impartial third party would assist the parties in identifying the issues, exploring all of the interests and options, and reaching a mutual satisfactory resolution. And so the people are actually engaged and involved in resolving their own issues in mediation. This process is undeniably effective for several reasons. Number one, mediated settlement agreement. What is that? Mediated settlement agreement is that document that tells the judge that the parties have worked so hard and they've settled their case. Mediated settlement agreements are binding. And so by the time you walk away from a mediation and you have a mediated settlement agreement, no one's able to change their mind because it's binding. Number two, mediations are confidential. That means that nothing that happens in mediation can be brought into trial. You're not able to call the mediator as a witness. You're not able to use any information obtained during mediation for trial. Number three, flexibility. It's flexible because when you're able to sit and resolve your own problems or your own issues, you're able to be creative. You're able to come up with options. If you go to trial, the judge has to make the decision, not as flexible. Mediation is less expensive, much less expensive than trial, because you pay the mediator, you settle your matter, and you've saved yourself tons of time. And mediation, again, number five, is that it saves you time. When you go through mediation, the hope and the point is that you're able to work through, resolve all your issues during mediation, 4 hours, 8 hours, versus going through a whole long discovery process in trial. Mediation is less stressful, number 6. And that means that you're able to sit in a mediation session without having to go through the pressures of staying in front of a judge and having to give testimony in front of a jury. Now, a vast majority of cases mediated result in settlement, and so there is hope. A mediator is able to help you resolve your disputes. Most courts today are requiring mediation before the court will even hear a final trial in divorce cases. There are some cases that are not appropriate for mediation. For example, family violence cases are not appropriate for mediation. If you have an issue, give yourself a chance. You may be able to settle it in mediation. If you have not already done so, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the bell notification so that you're notified whenever I post a new video.